Good morning, traders. How are you guys doing today? Hope you all had a fantastic weekend. I sure did. My AC unit broke down, so that is very fun. Going to get that fixed today. But trader CAPR, what is going on here? Huge short squeeze here at the open. This one was fun today. I mean, I didn't trade it, but certainly fun to watch. You will see me live call this, considering a short up here at 850. I know how hindsight is, but during the trade, I was actually, looking at this at 850 saying, this looks like a good short. But then a different stock took my attention away. I was like, let me focus on the one that's not overcrowded, over manipulated. So didn't pull the trigger. Today I traded TAL. Pretty much a break-even trade today. A little hesitant today. Sometimes I'm like that, after a long weekend and getting back into the groove on Monday. Sometimes I'm just a little slow to get started, kind of like my AC system. You got to crank me up a little bit, lubricate me, all that fun stuff. So TAL, CAPR, both of these. Initially, just a little hesitant on them. Wait for kind of the backside to confirm, which isn't necessarily a bad thing. But TAL here, I waited for the high day to confirm, and then what I did was I took a short position. Risking off of high day. Now we had our high day confirmed, sold off, it popped back up, and I took a short risking off of that, looking for my 3 adds up to high day. Now what I do is, I'm not going to take it all off if it breaks high day. It just has to hold that level. So it came all the way up here, had my third and final add, didn't hold. I locked in profits twice. And then the rest of the shares, I locked as it broke and held high day. So it ended up nearly break even on that trade. But, it works pretty consistently. It's like you're either green or you're more green on that trade on TAL. So that was it today. I'll show you guys that trade live. Let's get, CAPR 650. Oh my goodness. What a trade. All right, guys, let's get into it. All right, I'm starting TAL, just 100 shares, 37.27. Planning on adding up to 37.54 the high day here. Just going to risk off of that. Oftentimes these will look like a bouncy ball. They'll have their initial spike, they'll pull back, have a lower bounce, a lower bounce, a lower bounce. They'll just slowly, start bouncing and bouncing. That's what I'm looking at there on TAL. CAPR got a nice squeeze on it here. Let's wait for a little bit of a top to form here. I have shorts, but that's probably why we saw this massive squeeze, because of short sellers getting in too early. You got to be patient on these plays. Right, we had our first pullback. Let's see if it's going to break 850 and continue to climb, or if this is going to be where it starts pulling on back. This is kind of what I would have been looking for here. This pop back up to about 830, risking off of 850. So once we have our high, this is what oftentimes short traders will look for. They'll just short like another pop, kind of as leftovers, as seconds. TAL's taking on off. So let's turn our attention back over there. Looking to get another add here. Okay, I'm going to add right there, 37.36. Now I have an average of 37.31. Climbing on up again to up to that high. So I'm looking to add my final shares there and risk off of high day at 37.54. I'll add 200. If we can get up near 37.54. I don't want these ads too close to each other, but that's all I'm risking off of is high day there, because a lot of traders that were buying this here are going to be selling for a break-even trade as this one approaches that. So it's going to be tough resistance there for that reason. Not only that, it's just a psychological level. All right, we're pushing up to it, and it's got to hold that level. So it's going to break, but it has to hold 37.54. If it just breaks and is a false breakout, then we'll be in the money. Okay, I'm adding right there at 37.50. Now I have an average of 37.41. We'll see if it's going to hold this level. It just tried to get a new high day. Took out some orders there, some stops at 37.55. Let's see if it's going to hold or if it's going to have a nice solid pullback here. Seeing a little bit of a sell-off here. I'm just going to be smart and just lock in a couple hundred, because we have pulled back a little aggressively there. Might see a little bounce. Where I can, re-add to it around a high day. I came out half my shares. These other half, I'm going to see if we can pull down to the VWAP or a little bit lower, come under this 9 EMA. That 9 EMA is really serving as the bullish signal for long bias traders as they're getting into this. So we did pop up, to high day, but that's why, I tell you guys, and I tell myself, because sometimes I forget, don't always just have a stop set like right at the high day, because a lot of people probably placed orders right above this high day, and then they got stopped out as this, was approaching that high day there, and then they just got stopped out. It's got to hold that area. For me, it's just got to hold that area. If it doesn't, I'm going to continue to hold this position, and that's why I just locked in half right there. just because I knew that, this has been serving as that bullish signal. So I thought, okay, this is probably going to get somewhat of a bounce off of this 9 EMA. We'll see. This is pretty much going to be a break-even trade if this comes back up to that, 37.55 and breaks and holds that level. CAPR would have been money, just didn't pull the trigger on that one. Would have been risking off of 850, with this trade as it popped back up to about 830. Just didn't pull the trigger on that one. It's just taking advantage of these FOMO moves. We see a stock go from $7 up to 850 like that. We know it's a short squeeze. The thing's already up, and all the long buys traders are locking in all their money here. It would have been a nice trade on the short side there. Obviously, looking back in hindsight, but that's why you got to be weary of, just entering these too early, because probably a lot of short traders getting in this all up in here in pre-market and just got squeezed out there. Okay, traders, that's going to wrap up the trading day. Let me know how you guys did today in the comment section below. If you traded CAPR on the long or short side, let me know how you guys did in the comment section below. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, guys, and we will see you all first thing tomorrow.